gamit nitong Ilagan para makabalik sila apart from the really good field goal shooting in that run in the second quarter.
Yan ang ating leading scorers, no? Manzo with 8 points. Si Baitiong with 5. Ilagan, as usual, very balanced yung naging scoring nila. Si J-Poy Solis, may 8 puntos. 5 galing kay Art de la Cruz. As Gab Gomez drills in his second free.
At saka gumanda na rin ang percentage ng shooting itong mga players ng Ilagan. Kanina you were seeing guys, you know, just 25%, but now you're seeing guys that shooting so much better. 66%, 45%. Samantalang dito sa Cebu, ang daming mga gandang mga numero pagdating dyan sa percentage na yan.
3-point shot brought to you by Extreme, your one-stop shop appliances.
Yeah, a little hammer play right there to set up that three-pointer by Gab Gomez. Well set up by the Ilagan Cowboys. And every time the Ilagan Cowboys play a lot of good defense and they execute well on the offensive end, that's when they become really dangerous.
Challenge ulit by Coach Louie. Yung resulta nandyan sa aming pagbabalik.
The ILAGAN Isabela's challenge was unsuccessful.
Hindi pa pala rin this time around si Coach Louie Gonzalez sa kanyang pag-challenge dun sa last foul ball laban kay Ajem Miranda.
Ajem trying to stay in pace. Oh.
Sinasabi kasi ni Ajem, si Jun Manzo yung nag-initiate ng contact.
Well, to me, at least from what we saw, that seems marginal. I don't think there was enough for AJ Miranda to be called that foul. Sumisenyas kanina si Coach Louie na, you know, shouldn't been have been a foul. But, you know, get over with that and move on with this game. After all, you're up 6 and you got to play consistent, and you've been doing real good starting the second.
2 for 2 at the line. Jun Manzo, Gab Gomez. The pass, Josh Giab, open for 3, short. Kumaru grabs the offensive rebound. Santos thought about it. They will reset their offense. Miranda up top. Drives left. Miranda barrels through traffic. Kinyahan cannot control the rebound as Ilagan will be gifted with another possession.
Hindi ka rin basta makapasok sa loob sa depensa ng ng Cebu Greats eh. Ang bigat din ng mga nasa ilalim eh. Wibog sa Mark Meneses, Jer Kinyahan. Ang bigat niya.
Gomez, quick catch and shoot, that time short. Santos able to sneak in for the putback.
Now I love that Alan Santos is getting involved. Kanina during that lull na coach's challenge, Alan was collecting the troops and telling them what to do on the defensive end, not the offense. And he was adamant at these instructions.
Manzo able to twirl inside for 2 more points.
Quick response by Jun Manso para dito Cebu Greats.
He's got 12 points already. Santos swishes in at 20-footer.
Are you not impressed yet with Alan Santos? The guy's got 6 points and 2 of 5 shooting. Perfect from the line. Good showing so far by Alan.
Manzo goes right at Santos. That time a miss. Miranda the rebound. Miranda pushing it. Gab Gomez sets his feet, but can't hit the free. Missed his last 2. Meneses in trouble. Gumaru on the floor. Manzo able to recover. Manzo drives, lays it up and in.
If this is not a highly physical defensive game, then I don't know what is. A lot of bodies flying down on the floor, trying to get 50-50 balls, trying to avoid any screens. And this has just been, you know, a defensive game, in my opinion. Gotta take that one.
Gomez, 3 consecutive misses from downtown.
And he had good looks. No, libre-libre yun.
Manzo with 14 points, 6 here in the quarter. Kinyahan going up against the much smaller Gomez. Manzo pulls the trigger, but way short on that 3.
And so far, the volume shots have really come from just 2 guys. Jun Manso and Gab Gomez. And some other guys on the floor for their respective teams gotta take part in the offensive schemes. And Alan Santos now gets the bench as well as June Manzo.
Hingal na hingal si June Manzo.
Parang ganun rin si Alan.
Oo, 3 minutes lang yun ha. Ganun ka-intense yung ating laban ngayon.
Correct.
42-36, 6-point lead for the Cowboys. Joshua Ramirez. Gab Gomez against Mac Talio. Josh Giab, really quiet here. Got fouled. Martel is pointing to Art De La Cruz, saying that he was the one who bumped into his own teammate.
Oh, we gotta see that again. I didn't quite catch that action. I just saw Josh Giab after he took the shot. He went down already.
Coach Junti Valenzuela will ask for a coach's challenge here with 6 minutes and 33 seconds remaining. Sa aming pagbabalik, nandyan na ang result.
The challenge was successful.
Successful challenge by Coach Junti Valenzuela.
See this action right here. Oh yeah, tama. Siya nga naman. Siya nga naman talaga yung tumama. Siya nga naman yung tumama. Tama naman.
Kaya labis yung pagtataka doon ni Lian Martel eh.
Bakit siya yung natawagan eh? Umiwas na nga siya. Good challenge though by Coach Junti.
De La Cruz, ball got stripped. Martel running down the floor.
Nice pass.
And the recipient of that was Mark Meneses.
Well, Mark Meneses has been playing very good as well para dito sa Cebu Grades, ha?
4 points, 9 rebounds, 3 block shots for Mark Meneses. Lead down to 4. Gumaru off the basketball, an offensive foul whistled against Coco Pingoy.
Well, just the pesky presence of Paulo Ovaldo at that moment.
Assist of the game brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet.
Just when you think that Liam Martel was actually out of control, he was able to regain it and refocus himself, drove down the middle and to the waiting hands of Mark Meneses. And a good finish too by Mark, not putting the ball on the floor, just immediately going to that shot.
Ubalde against Coco Pingoy. The Aquaman working with Jer Quinyahan. Ubalde got bumped by Coco Pingoy. Actually got pushed.
Oh, yes. But Coco and Paolo, a little bit of color developing between these two. And which is why you got Coco Pingoy, because you love that edge of a Coco. Well, that too, in my opinion, was a little bit marginal right there. I thought that Paolo slipped. Sure looked like he slipped.
Balde, popostean si Coco. Paolo spins inside, and the third consecutive foul called against Pingoy.
And you almost know that that ball is going to go back to Paulo Ubalde. You're on the low block and you're going up against Coco. See this right here. He really was just either trying to score or trying to fish that foul from Coco Pingoy.
Paulo Ubalde, mintis yung kanyang unang free throw. Missed a month. His last game was back against Nueva Ecija. Itong free throw na ito ay hatid sa atin ng Extreme Appliances, isang subok at kumpletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas. Costly misses from the line. They come up empty on that trip. Gumaru. Ball stolen away by Mac Talio. The pass a bit off target para kay Lian Martel.
Masyado nagmamadali si Mac Talio that time. He thought he could beat on a foot race itong si Coco Pingoy, but you gotta stay in control with that ball, and he turns that over.
4-point lead still, 42-38. Pingoy battling with Mac Talio. Gumaru, bounce pass. Art De La Cruz getting more minutes here in the second half. Pingoy, quick trigger. No. And look who's up for the board. The 10th rebound now for Mark Meneses. Skip pass before that. Foul whistle down low.
That's another one on Coco.
4 fouls in a matter of a couple of minutes.
And penalty situation and all, half the quarter gone by. We love the mental, the toughness of Coco Pingoy. And he might just have been brought in there to bring in that little bit of edge para dito sa Ilagan Cowboys. But this guy right here has been doing pretty well as well, manning the boards para dito sa Cebu.
5 points, 10 rebounds, 3 blocks for Mark Meneses.
Tahimik na nagtatrabaho no?
Oo. Meanwhile, let's check in with Miss Andrea Endicio.
Just like Cebu, Isabela took their time to retool their team with Miranda, Gumaro, Pingoy, Solis, and Tumalip coming in. Kwento ni Coach Alex Calueng, masasabi niyang gumaan daw ang team. I asked Coach, what do you mean by gumaan? He said, in all aspects, yung environment, yung ideas free-flowing, yung information, ang bilis ng pasa. Masasabing nag-complement daw talaga yung mga kinuha nila sa sistema. Ang pinakamagandang naging resulta para sa kanila ng window trade period is this new attitude of surrendering fully to the system of Coach Louie, which is, we can say, evident in this game. Back to you guys.
Maraming salamat, Andrea. And just to add on to her report, Coach Mike, naalala ko kasi pumunta ako sa Ilagan eh. I had the pleasure of being part of one of the practices of Ilagan. Pero bago ko banggitin ulit yan, ito si Bacalio at si Art De La Cruz nagkabanggaan doon. Both got teed up in that last play. But, going back, tumatak sa isip ko eh. As Joshua Ramirez called for that offensive foul. Things getting chippy here in the third quarter.
Wow.
Coach Louie is visibly upset.
That happened right in front of us, Ken. I don't think that was a bump initiated by, was that Ramirez? I think he just stopped on that dribble and gave up that ball on that short handoff, and to which Mactalio, full speed ahead, was trying to chase for that ball, and he got bumped. See that again, because it happened right in front of us. Here we go. That was Ramirez. He was going in there. He spun. I don't think that was much.
And you rarely see Coach Louie get upset like that.
Yeah. I too don't feel that was much, considering how they, made calls in some of the plays here. Yung physicality, kanina ilang drives yung hindi nila tinawagan, but this one I felt, could have been a let go.
Lead down to 1. Four minutes and 45 seconds remaining here. Chance to take the lead para sa Cebu Greats.
High-low.
Kinyahan, top of the key. Oh, getting past De La Cruz but lost it. Solis and Martel, they are former teammates in Parañaque.
Yeah. That one was very similar to what happened right in front of us kanina. Itong case ni Liam Martel and J-Boy Solis. Well, first off, JR Kenyahan didn't see that high-low with Liam Martel. And so, in this case naman, si Liam Martel was the one who ran right into J-Boy Solis. Sayang yung high-low kanina kay Liam Martel. Ganda ng pagkakasil niya. Hindi nakita ni JR Kenyahan.
Si Coach Junti Valenzuela, Coach Mike, talagang nagsistick siya dito sa free bigs niya.
Yes. Old school coaches,
diba?
No?
Diba?
No, alam mo yun, parang I saw in one of their practices, Coach Yeng Giao was there.
Diba?
And so that might have been one of the tips. Well, aside from, of course, playing under Coach Yeng, you know that toughness of the bigs.
Miranda puts it on the deck. Martel right in front of him. The pass, De La Cruz, hook shot, no good. Meneses, another rebound, off to the races. Ubalde will settle things down.
I like this combo of Art and J-Boy Solis on the floor at the same time. Good cut.
Mactalio with a reverse.
That to me is really just understanding basic spread offense basketball. Ball on the post, weak side's got to cut down 45. Gab Gomez with a straight on 3.
Solis with the putback. It's now 44-43. Things have picked up here late in the third period. Ubalde. Oh, what a pass. Mactalio. Almost. Solis with a rebound.
Ganda ng pasa na yun.
Miranda, full head of steam. And a foul given up by the Cebu Greats.
Well, AJ Miranda in this game, pretty much a struggle. He's 2 out of 6 from the field. See this right here. Ball on the post. That weak side guy, 45, has to cut. And how about that control of Mactalio?
Dixer, great move of the game. Born for greatness. Spider-Mac is back. And doing damage in his third game para dito sa Cebu. AJ Miranda at the line. He is now the leading scorer. Well, 3 games pa lamang naman siya, but 16.7 points. But just 42.9% from the line coming in.
Well, he leads, he leads the team in scoring and he leads the team in assists. He's second when it comes to steal. And field goal percentage, he's one of the tops. 71% from the perimeter and 62% overall from the field. And alam mo talagang scorer, you know? But I feel AJ Miranda is better off with not so many dribbles. No? You know, very few dribbles, shoot. He's better off with that.
Bral Meca with Rivog Sang and Jan Hamon, Paolo Ubalde and Alvin Baitiong. 7 seconds to work with. Jan Hamon can't shake off J-Boy Solis. And that time, a miss. Santos, nakabuelo, pulls it back out to Miranda. Puts it on the deck. Gab Gomez.
Good take.
After hitting his first 2, has missed his last 4. Miranda tries a 3, way off the mark.
I couldn't catch anything from 3. Itong si AJ Miranda, he's tried twice and he's come up empty.
Ubalde, no good. Whistle against Cebu, a foul. It's gonna go against Rivog Sang. Junti Valenzuela had a colorful stint in the PBA, a 10-year career that was cut short due to numerous injuries.
Yeah. I remember him playing alongside si Lordy Togade, di ba?
Oo, silang dalawa.
Those,
Ganda ng kombinasyon na yun.
those 2 guys, man, they're as tough as nails.
One of the deadliest wing combos in the PBA that time. Miranda missing again. Ubalde serving the floor, drives left. Ubalde straight to the cup for 2 points.
Oh, wow. He literally split that entire defense. Nobody checking on Paulo Ubalde. How can you do that?
Gomez continues to put it up, continues to miss here in the third.
Well, he's their number 1 3-point shooter. And but so far, he's missed a lot.
Ilagan as a team, only 4 out of 22 from downtown.
And Gab Gomez so far is 2 out of 6 from 3.
Remember, in this 3-game stretch, they're averaging 37% from beyond the arc.
Yes.
Santos puts it up, cashes in from deep.
That right there is the importance of having a Dennis Santos, a big man that can spread the floor. And he's real good from outside.
Braille Meca, laban kay AJ Miranda, drives baseline. Nowhere to go. They recover. Ubalde with 4 seconds left. Fades away. Short. J-Boy Solis with his 5th rebound to go along with his 8 points. Miranda. Mark Dyke.
Post split.
Santos, the pass to Gomez, who drives baseline. The cut by J-Boy Solis contorts himself mid-air and scores plus a foul.
That's the best action so far we've seen from ILAGAN this game. You know, a couple of good looks. Gab missing earlier, did not go to that way, but J-Boy Solis cutting in for that feed.
Play of the game brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet.
And you love that the energy is up for Ilagan. At least, you know, minamatch nila yung energy rin itong Cebu Greats. The only difference is that they're making their shot attempts as medyo challenge ng konti pagdating dito sa Cebu Great. Ken Holtvis is back.
Did not start the third. J-Boy Solis, 12.6 rebounds. Holmvis immediately grabs the rebound. Jun Manzo nasa loob na rin for Cebu. Looking up for the last shot here. Adorio trying to contain ito si Jun Manzo. 6 seconds left. Manzo up top, isolated. Manzo off the glass, rolls out by Tiong. Will not get it off in time. And that's gonna do it here in the first 3 quarters. What pace here, especially
5.
sa reporter Andre Endicio, and yun mo, yung mga feel-good stories dito sa MPBL Coach Mike
Oo, yung ball is life pero there are things bigger than life, and I love that story of John Hamon. And you know, the analogy, oh, what a beautiful play. The analogy of, you know, coming back immediately to a game after your graduation.
Yan yung quarter scoring natin. 16-8 Cebu first quarter. Ilagan outscoring the Greats by 13, 27-14 in the second. Tapos nip and tuck affair na tayo nung third.
Oo, kanya-kanyang sagutan na pagdating sa scoring. But the good thing here is if you're Ilagan, you're preventing a number of shot attempts para dito sa Cebu because of your defense. Right now in terms of attempts, they are plus 15. And so you gotta credit that to the defense of the Ilagan Cowboys. Now, the very few times that Cebu has gotten a shot, you know, hindi ganun pumapasok agad, pahirapan din sila makascore.
Grabe yung sipag ng J-Boy Solis. Alam niya magmimintes, sinabol niya. And grab his 7th rebound. Actually, 8 rebounds now for J-Boy.
Naunahan pa niya mga kakampi niya, no?
Uy! Gumaru thought Solis was still there.
Well, one, that wasn't enough space in that situation. Which is why they turned that ball over. A little bit of indecisiveness. Nothing was clear. Everything was on the gray area. Kaya hindi alam kung which is white, which is black. Kaya nag-turnover.
LGR is the official outfitter of the MPBL. First time mag-downsize itong Cebu. Jan Hamon, Ryle Meca, Jun Manzo together with Alvin Baitiong and Ken Holmvis. Ball stolen away by Dennis Santos. Pushing it. Santos, sidestep. The layup is good.
That's how you play it. You got to go and finish it. You're a big man running down the middle of the floor. You're getting untouched. You got to the half of the lane. Nobody's still stopping you. You got to go to your footwork to decelerate and finish strong.
Check out our fast break of the game brought to you by Extreme X Play on the go speaker. Take your music anywhere.
And you love that he really pushed that rock down the gut of the defense. Jan Hamon was not there to stop him. Ryle Meca tried to, but he came in late. Just a really good finish for the big man in Dennis Santos.
Manzo, siya na magbababa dito. Lapit kay Don Gumaru. Nasa loob na si Mark Meneses for the Greats. Manzo on the right side, still with the basketball. 9 to work with. Manzo drives baseline. Hamon drives. Floats it up. Wala. Baitiong couldn't track down the miss. Tumalip against Mark Meneses.
Daming offensive weapons ng Ilagan.
That's why Coach Louie is pretty much excited with their prospects. They want to go deep in the playoffs in the North. Mark Dyke finally scores his first field goal of the game.
And this is what Coach Alex Calueng was mentioning earlier about ang dami nag-improve. And you see it on the floor. Nice pass!
Meneses though, too strong, grabs his own miss. Manzo with a much needed free to pull to within 6.
They're still in this. This is still a very close game. You got almost 7 minutes remaining here in the fourth, and you're down only double digits.
Solis.
Or down only 6 rather, sorry.
Manzo with a steal. Numbers here. Manzo, no foul. Santos, the pass. Don Gumaru, the floater will drop.
That right there, I feel Dennis Santos was just being careful. He understood that there was a, defender coming right behind him. Didn't want to get into a little bit of physicality and had to give it up to Gumaru.
Hamon, well challenged shot. Tumalip was in his grill. Gumaru drives left. Another teardrop for the former Arellano chief, Don Gumaru.
Well, once a scorer, he never stops.
And Isabela.
Matter of fact, in this game, hindi pa nga natin masyado nakita yung three-point shooting nito ni J-Boy Solis. He's 0 out of 2 from 3, or he hasn't attempted from 3 yet in this game.
Mark Dyke,
Ooh.
to get it back.
Might have been-
Santos fires, no. Mark Dyke with a rebound. Foul given up by Mactalio.
Well, that might have been an interference right there.
Oh,
The ball was still pretty much on the rim. Somebody held on to the net. And he got rocked. Baseline out of bounds here for Ilagan. No, I love this play.
Gumaru
I love this play.
drifting right.
I
Santos
love this play.
drills in that free.
That's the really good thing about that play. You get your shooters off a back pick going to the corners.
Martel, too strong, but a foul whistled on Ilagan.
You see that last play by Ilagan on the baseline out of bounds? That was the thing of beauty. You start off with the back pick for your shooters relocate to the corners, your bigs will switch. This time around, they run what's called a corner exit for Dennis Santos, setting up for that beautiful three. And with the length and the ability of Dennis Santos to shoot threes from there, there's a high probability that shot's gonna go in.
Dennis Santos, 8 points, 4 rebounds against his former team. Team manager John Santos for Cebu. Lian Martel. Mintis ang kanyang mga free throws. Lead remains at 13. Don Gumaru. The pass broken up by Mark Meneses. Naagaw ni Josh Giab. Giab lays it up and in. Biggest lead right now for Ilagan at 15.
Yan ang convenient para kay Josh Giab. To start things off on the defensive end. But Cebu's got to come back real big here. Oh, wow.
Manzo with a powerful move right over Don Gumaru.
Ganda nung galaw na yun ni Jun Manso.
Mark Dyke with a free. Mark Dyke has been shooting lights out from beyond the arc in his last 5 games. And now a 16-point advantage for Ilagan.
Boy, that's a 35% three-point shooter right there in Mark Dyke.
Puwersa si Jun Manzo. He scores once more. 21 points for Jun Manzo.
And so far, nobody in Ilagan is able to stop Jun Manso. He's just picking up on the post defense of Don Gumaru. Just too strong for Don down on the low block.
Mark Dyke again.
Oh, wow.
Mark Dyke, back-to-back freeze.
Wow, these guys have been shooting the lights out. The threes have really flown in para dito sa Ilagan. That's 8 of 31 attempts. Oh, again, Jun Manso. Same spot, same shot, thrice already, Ken.
Single-handedly trying to will Cebu back in it. 23 points. Lone guy in double fingers right now, Jun Manzo.
Boy, again, he goes to that low block. Really just trying to exploit that defense of Don Gumaru. Don Gumaru was topsiding him on that ball receive. Clearly that baseline was all for Jun Manso to claim and finish with that basket.
And Gumaru is also known as a solid defender, but June Manso
Yes.
just too powerful down low.
Yes, I totally agree.
24 big points.
Kumbaga, hindi rin ganun kadali umiscore ka laban kay Don Gumaro kasi he moves his feet a lot, but it's just that the power underneath really used by June Manso.
Miranda, muntik ng maagaw. Josh Giab with an elbow jumper.
And these guys started out scoring only 8 points.
DJ Diaz, the Ilagan team manager. And also, nandyan rin si Sir Joey Fournier, the team governor of Ilagan. Manzo this time dumps it down low. This is the problem for Cebu. Nothing apart from June Manzo really contributing. Meanwhile, it's been a collective effort para dito sa Ilagan Isabela Cowboys.
Boy, total collective effort by the Ilagan Cowboys.
Fast break of the game brought to you by Extreme Cool Air Conditioners. Ang Extreme Magpalamig free installation for split-type air conditioners.
If not the effort on defense, it's the unselfishness of these Ilagan Cowboys. Tate Sumalip already had a shot, but had to give it up for that finish by Josh Giab.
Sir Joey Fournier, the team governor of Ilagan.
You gotta be happy with how the Ilagan Cowboys are playing right now.
Giab completes the three-point play. 11 points now for Josh Giab.
Do the Cebu Greats have enough to try and come back here with very little time? June Manso starting to initiate again here.
26 points. But lead is still at 17. Giab will pull it back out. Gab Gomez.
The running phone. This is a stagger, I believe, from up top.
3 minutes left here in the fourth. Miranda. Mark Dyke. Three-point shot again! Mark Dyke! Three three-pointers here in the fourth. John Hamon spins, gets the basket, and a foul will be whistled against Gab Gomez.
Wow, Mark Dyke. Mark Dyke, Josh Giab, these guys have woken up in the fourth quarter alongside Dennis Santos.
We should really show the numbers of Mark Dyke, especially in the last 5 games. He has been on a tear, especially from beyond the arc. And he was really quiet for the most part in this game.
Yes.
Pumutok na lang siya dito in the fourth quarter. Head of Operations, Emma Oreta. Head of Security, Rudy Distrito. And Head Coach of Manila, Coach Maxi De Andante.
Yeah, pretty much, Ken. That's how Josh Giab really performed. And what you like is, you know, he stayed composed all throughout. Oh no, another three.
Mark Dyke, confident looking stroke. That time a miss.
That looked good.
Cebu running out of time here. Down by 17. Hamon, the shimmy. Fadeaway jumper. And cashes in.
Cebu Greats have actually, you know, almost been exclusive to paint action. Everything down on the low block, nothing from the outside. Contrary to how Ilagan has done it. They've been shooting from the outside very well, forcing a lot of closeouts. And every time the Greats miss, you know, they're off to the races on fast breaks.
Ubalde bounce pass, Meneses. Ball got poked loose and it was off him. Turnover laban sa Cebu. They could check it. We are under the last 2 minutes.
Well, Cebu still had a good run sometime in the 7 or 6 minute mark of the fourth quarter, but Dennis Santos, Josh Giab, and Mark Dyke happened, and so this lead ballooned.
Coach Ronje Enrile not happy, as well as Coach Junti. He thought Meneses got fouled. But boy, this fourth quarter run by Ilagan Isabela. Wala lang sa kanya eh.
There wasn't any touch on Mark that time.
Ilagan Isabela Their next date will be against the San Juan Knights. And boy, here, at least in the first 3 quarters, they got tested. But exploding here in the 4th quarter, Josh Giab, Mark Dyke.
This is a character game for both these teams. And right now with this win, as Don Gumaru knocks down another 3, that's the 10th three-pointer made by Ilagan.
And you know, just alluding to Andrea's report earlier about Ilagan, as Mark Meneses scores, na binanggit nga nila no, na mas masaya yung samahan, mas nakakapag-open up sila. I remember Coach Louie, after their practice, ito yung litanya na you know, pinakamahirap kalaban yung hindi sumusuko. Whatever happens,
Right.
hindi sarili, kundi sistema. Tutulungan tayo niyan habang naglalaro. And that's exactly what happened here. Nasubukan sila dito ng Cebu. Cebu was simply phenomenal because of this guy, June Banzo, with a total now of 28 points.
And Ilagan Cowboys has shown us that it is tough to compete against a team that refuses to give up. These guys were, what, 8 points in the first quarter. And for you to come up with this 14-point lead with 15 seconds remaining, just tells you a huge turnaround somewhere in the game. And the guys have responded well. This was a big 4th quarter run for them.
And you rarely saw anyone from this roster trying to go one-on-one
Agree.
and take it upon himself.
Agree.
They stuck to the system.
Pretty much.
And credit the coaching staff of Coach Louie Gonzalez, because this Ilagan Isabela Cowboy squad totally di sarili kundi sistema ang pantra ng Ilagan, winning this one over Cebu 80-66. Let's go!